Hey there, Zach Bennetson with another demo of how you could build custom tools in Airtable to be your CRM for your advisory firm. Now, basically, any financial advisor is going to need to collaborate with other professionals from time to time, right? Whether that's a CPA for returns, a P&C insurance provider, an estate planner, a mortgage broker, whatever, you're going to have other allied professionals, centers of influence, or COIs is the shorthand I use in this demo that you want to keep track of in your CRM. Now, rather than dropping those people just into your contacts record, you can create a custom kind of COI company and contact page within Airtable so you can track that on a higher level of fidelity. So what I'm going to go through now is a quick dashboard I built that does just that. First, we're tracking the companies that we work with at this hypothetical RIA. So for example, we have a relationship to past tax prep, IIP&C, so on and so forth. We can see in each case their company type, right? It could be multiple company types as needed. And if I click this, you can quickly see some of the kind of defaults that I have filled in. You can see who the contact is at that company, right? So if we click open Patrick Preparer, we can see his email, any tags related to him specifically, right? And so this is where we could get a lot more kind of granular and do things like he's a crypto tax planner if we needed that to be a tag. We can also see in some cases there are multiple contacts at a specific firm, right? And if we stay on this page, we can see the clients that we collaborate with IIP&C. We can see the company type, website, and we can see which clients were inbound referrals from the company or outbound referrals to the company. We can even do things like track if we are sending outbound referrals of rejected prospects or referred prospects to another financial planning company. The other thing we can do is basically track shared work with another firm. So if I click here and open Beth's record, I can see that she has a shared task with the Arakubo household. However, that's not super discoverable from this page, right? That was a couple menus deep. So how can we make this more transparent so we don't let these tasks kind of fall by the wayside? Well, if we go back over to the tasks view, we have a new page or a new tab called with COI. On this tab, we have some predetermined filters for basically showing the task where the centers of influence page is not empty or where the task tag has a COI listed. What this does is give us kind of a fail-safe way to say if we've remembered to either tag the task as relates to a COI or has a center of influence related to it, that task will show up here. Now we can track, right, that a task, for example, was passed over to Beth, but we want to keep track of it so that we don't kind of drop the ball on behalf of our client. Now, that's today's build, just a super quick way to, again, track your COIs, both the company and the contact level, track any special kind of efficiencies or abilities that those COIs have, and then keep an eye on any shared collaborative work you have with that COI. If you have questions about this build or anything else about building an Airtable for your firm, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.